Hollywood convinced millions that the San Andreas Fault will drown California in a mega tsunami. But they lied to you. The real monster is a silent fault line up north, fully capable of unleashing a 100-foot wave on the American coast. Or worse, a hidden underwater avalanche could trigger a tsunami, annihilating Los Angeles with just 15 minutes of warning. We watched a famous action hero pilot a rescue chopper, dodge falling skyscrapers, and ride a speedboat over a massive cresting wave. Gamers even brought this fantasy to life. In Grand Theft Auto, players use custom mods to completely flood the game's map. Using police and rescue modifications, gamers fly helicopters to save stranded citizens from rooftops in a digital disaster zone. Pop culture has convinced us that the San Andreas Fault is a tsunami-making monster just waiting to wipe out the coast. The movie even showed a record-breaking 9.6 magnitude earthquake, triggering the final ocean wave that destroyed the Golden Gate Bridge. But here is the brutal truth. Most of what you saw on screen is scientifically impossible. The San Andreas Fault is dangerous, yes. But it is entirely the wrong kind of fault to create a mega tsunami. So, if the movies are wrong, what is the real danger? Let's break down the actual science of California's fault lines. We unveil the world's greatest mysteries. Tsunamis happen when the ocean floor violently thrusts upward, pushing massive amounts of water directly toward the coastline. But the San Andreas is what geologists call a strike-slip fault. The tectonic plates grind horizontally past each other. Because the land moves side to side, it produces very little vertical movement. Without that upward push, you don't get a giant tsunami. That epic movie scene where a massive wave crests over a cargo ship? Pure Hollywood fiction designed to sell popcorn. Furthermore, the fault physically cannot produce a 9.6 quake. Scientists say the absolute maximum is somewhere around magnitude 8.3. The movie also fails at real rescue tactics. The hero starts chest compressions on a drowning victim without clearing the airway first. Medical experts call this worst aid. Doing CPR like that in real life would drastically lower someone's chances of survival. So during a real San Andreas earthquake, you will feel extreme, terrifying shaking, and older buildings will take heavy damage. But you will not see a 100-foot wall of water crashing into the streets of downtown San Francisco or Los Angeles. Does that mean that the West Coast is safe from tsunamis? Absolutely not. The real threats are just hiding somewhere else. To find the true ocean killers, we have to look north to a different fault, and deep underwater off the coast. Forget San Andreas. Let me introduce you to the real monsters that keep American emergency planners awake at night.
Stretching from Northern California up to Canada lies the Cascadia Subduction Zone. This is a true, highly dangerous megathrust fault line.
Here, one tectonic plate is being shoved directly underneath another. Pressure is building, waiting to violently snap the ocean floor upward. When Cascadia ruptures, it is capable of generating massive earthquakes over magnitude 9, triggering waves up to 100 feet high.
We know this because it happened in January of the year 1700. Without that, a massive quake wiped out coastal native settlements.
It created an orphan tsunami that crossed the Pacific and struck Japan, leaving dead ghost forests along the American coast. When Cascadia strikes again, the coastline will drop up to 6 feet
and the water will arrive in just 15 minutes. But Southern California has its own unique nightmare: submarine landslides. These are massive underwater cliffs, highly prone to suddenly collapsing. A strong local earthquake, even a magnitude 7.6, could trigger a huge underwater avalanche near places like Catalina Island. This sudden shifting of underwater dirt and rock would instantly displace millions of tons of ocean water, forming a localized tsunami. The shallow ocean shelf off the coast of Long Beach would actually amplify these waves, making them taller and more destructive. These amplified waves would smash directly into the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, with almost zero warning time. These ports handle billions of dollars in daily cargo. A direct hit would paralyze the national economy instantly. Government scientists ran a test called the SAFRR tsunami scenario to see exactly how much damage an event like this causes. They found that in the ports alone, water damage to vehicles and shipping containers would hit $110 million. Thousands of small boats would be crushed. The massive ocean currents would turn harbors into deadly, grinding debris fields. So, what does a real rescue mission look like? It doesn't involve stealing a plane or parachuting into a stadium.
Real Coast Guard protocols demand strict early evacuation. If you are on a boat, you must head for deep water immediately. This is the Coast Guard. Initiate evacuation.
You need to reach a depth of at least 180 feet before the wave arrives to survive the surge. If you can't reach deep water in time, officials order you to abandon your ship at the dock and run inland. For everyone on land, survival depends entirely on self-evacuation. There won't be time for helicopters to pluck you from a roof. You must immediately walk to high ground the second the earth stops shaking. Every single second will count.
Modern cities use advanced maps with clear buffer zones. Citizens know exactly which streets are safe during an emergency.
The cinematic San Andreas rescue is an exciting myth. But the real danger from Cascadia and underwater landslides is a chilling reality. Mother Nature doesn't care about Hollywood scripts. Stay informed, know your local evacuation routes, and respect the true power of the ocean. Subscribe to join the journey. Leave a like and share your thoughts below.